The Premier League action is coming thick and fast. We had another round of fixtures this weekend, Matchday 15 in the Premier League this season. Here are the 5 big games from this weekend, guys. The 5 things that we learned from Matchday 15 of the Premier League season. So, we're going to start with the match that kicked off this game week. The Saturday lunchtime kickoff between Aston Villa and Arsenal. Villa have been absolutely flying. They have been unbeaten for a very long time at home. And that continues because they managed to inflict Arsenal's second defeat of the season. Incredible stuff from the Villans. They rise up to 3rd place in the Premier League as a result of this. If it wasn't for their really slow start, Aston Villa would genuinely be at the top of the table by now. Surely they were the last team in the Premier League to score a goal this season. Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they've been turgid this season. Wolverhampton Wanderers, they scored a goal before Aston Villa this season. And Aston Villa are up in 3rd and flying. Matty Cash got the opening goal of the game. Trossard came off the bench and equalised. A fantastic move from Arsenal. I think Arsenal had a disallowed goal from Bukayo Saka in the first half. It looked as though this was going to head for a 1-1 draw, which would be a decent result for Arsenal if that stood an away draw against a really tough side to play at their home ground. But no, Emi Buendia put the ball in. It was a goalmouth scramble. It was scrappy. It was awkward. Villa don't care. Doesn't matter. They all count the same. And that is a massive goal for Villa. Are they in the title hunt? Well, if they continue their form like this, why not? They're in 3rd place. They are 3 points off of Arsenal at the top of the league. They have every chance of doing this, right? They genuinely do. They are absolutely flying. Do I think they will do it? No. I still think Arsenal are going to win the league. But is this the start of their seasonal bottling? Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, Arsenal have been really good. And at the end of the day, right, Man City lost against Aston Villa at Villa Park earlier this season. Villa are doing really well at home. They were unbeaten at home in all competitions in like 5-6 months. When was the last time they actually lost a home game? Of course, when they lost 3-0 at home against Crystal Palace earlier in the season. That only being match day 2 of the season, of course. So, yeah, I mean, they've got every chance. They really have every chance to do Villa. And I do think that Arsenal as well, I think they are still probably the favourites. But yeah, that is worrying for Arsenal. Any kind of loss is worrying because Manchester City also won this week and they closed to within 2 points of Arsenal at the top of the league. A really impressive 3-0 victory over Sunderland. Now, normally this would not raise any kind of eyebrows in the Premier League. You expect Man City to beat a side like Sunderland, but Sunderland have been fantastic this season, of course, and they are genuinely in the hunt for European places, I would say. However, they were off it with this one. Man City were just too good for them. A 3-0 victory. Diaz, Gvardiol and Foden were the goals. They deserved it. It was a 3-0 victory all day, every day. I mean, the most kind of contribution that Sunderland had to this game was Luke O'Nien getting sent off in the 96th minute for a bit of a horror tackle, it is fair to say. Yeah, not great, really. He's going to be banned for a good few games because of that, and that is the last thing that Sunderland wanted, of course. But they will move on. They will move on from that, I am sure. Next up, another one of these Saturday 3 o'clock games, and Tottenham Hotspur have won a home game in the Premier League. Stop what you're doing. Sound the alarm. It's finally happened. Incredible stuff. They managed to do it. Their first home victory in the Premier League in like 4 months. Courtesy of Richarlison and Xavi Simons' first half goals. And they deserved it again. A bit like the Man City-Sunderland game. Brentford really were not in this one. They did not create many chances at all. Tottenham just had too much for them. They'd absolutely smothered the Bees. And yeah, that's a really, really important win. The pressure was beginning to mount on Thomas Frank. Some people saying he's not up to the task. He's not a good enough manager to manage a team like Tottenham. I think he's a great manager personally, but you know, there we go. These questions always get asked of managers when they don't do particularly well. Questions definitely being asked right now of Arne Slot. Another bunch of points on this one. What was going on here? This was somehow 0-0 at half time. Full time, it was 3-3. Leeds United 3, Liverpool 3. What a game this was, but oh my word, did Liverpool let this slip. This was Crystanbul all over again. Ugo Ekitike with the opening brace of the game in the second half. And they were cruising Liverpool. They were looking great for it. And they give away a penalty. Calvert-Lewin converts it. Stack gets a goal. He's been banging him in recently, has the German centre-back. Fair play to the guy. Szoboszlai, though, great goal to be able to get one back for Liverpool. He was excellent in this game with Szoboszlai, but 96th minute, Ayo Tanaka Equaliser. Leeds go absolutely crazy. If Ellen Road had a roof, that would have been torn off in this one. The goal celebrations were absolutely biblical, and just as well they might be. Leeds, of course, in that relegation scrap. Any kind of points they will get will be very, very welcome. Let's put it like that. But yeah, Mohamed Salah not getting onto the pitch, very much in the headlines. I've done a separate video just before this one, so do go check that one out, guys, if you haven't seen it already. But I cover exactly what he said. Yeah, he's leaving. The TLDR a lot, he's leaving, 100%. It's either Schlott goes or Salah goes. We'll see what happens on that one. But yeah, go check out the other video to get the lowdown on that. And the final game I'm going to mention, I mean, this isn't a really surprise result, to be honest with you. Crystal Palace beating Fulham at Craven Cottage by 2-1. However, the fact that Palace managed to win this one means that Palace are up in 4th place. The Eagles are soaring right now. They are not slowing down at all. That mid-pack in the Premier League, which really goes from, what, 3rd all the way down to like 14th. There is barely anything in between those sides. Man United play tonight on Monday night. If they win, they go to like 4th as well. So it's an incredible Premier League we have right now. Eddie Nketiah with the opening goal of the game. A really well-worked, well-rounded Palace move. Harry Wilson with a banger. He only scores bangers, you know, outside of the boot, edge of the box. Just I mean, it looks easy, just a little flick, and it just flies into the net. Fulham did have a goal disallowed, I do believe, late on in the second half, but it went the other way. It was a header from Mark Guehi, the man who almost joined Liverpool. Right now, he's with the better club. He's with the, I mean, look at the table. Look at the Premier League table, you know. He's with the better team right now. Palace in 4th, Liverpool all the way down in a dismal 9th by their standards. That is, yeah, that really does show that right now Crystal Palace are a better team than Liverpool. That's going to anger Liverpool fans, isn't it? They got enough to be angry about. You know, direct your anger, please, at Mohamed Salah. Don't direct it at me, okay? That was just a joke. Or was it? I'll let you decide in the comments. But yeah, those are our thoughts on... Those are my thoughts on the Premier League's matches this weekend, guys. Incredible stuff, as always, in the English top flight. Champions League is back this midweek as well. I'll be covering that as always. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. Hope you had a fantastic time this weekend, and we'll see you very soon.